7-day challenge. We are halfway through it. Please be seated in a comfortable position. Relax your shoulders, relax your body. Cross your feet. Clasp your fingers. And gently close your eyes. And start observing your breath. Your natural, soft, kind, tranquil breath. Be with your breath. Let go all of your thoughts. Forget the past and forget the future. Be in your present moment. Be with your breath. 30 seconds, masters. Ten seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unclasp your fingers and place them on your eyes. On my count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently open your eyes and look at your palm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you, Patriji. Thank you all for joining today. I would like to invite Shishi ma'am to take over our topic. You are muted, Shishi.
Okay, sorry, I was not able to mute. Thank you, Navya ma'am, for such a wonderful meditation. It was so soothing and high energy. So, and thank you, all dear masters here, all team members here. Thank you so much. I won't feel to come out. I joined last some minutes, but it is so soothing. Thank you. So it is day 20. Day 20. Wow. Congratulations for everyone. We reached day 20. You learned so many things, new topic. So, dear masters, dear friends, today we are going to talk about emotional intelligence, and I'm going to show you my presentation. Anyone would like to share experience? Go ahead if anyone is interested and anyone would like to say something. Please open your cameras.
I was feeling a lot of high energies too. I mean, there was like 10 minutes more there. I was seeing your message. I came out, but still like it was pulling in my third eye. Then when I closed it again, I was like connected back immediately and I was like not able to come out. It's like going inside deep. Yeah.
This is a meditation.
Yeah.
Yes. And time is not just, it's just flying.
Yeah.
You don't know where we are sitting. Yes.
But there is something with this group. I feel it's like even like before coming for meditation, 10 minutes before, I even before sitting in the meditation, I like even if I'm doing something in the kitchen, it's like tells me there is like a time already started and going to start in 10 minutes. So my third eye energies are like pulling, and then I know, oh, there's like a 10 more minutes to start now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, this is actually really true. If you're doing everyday meditation same time and you're not joining sometimes, it doesn't matter you're driving car or you're as a passenger, wherever you're sitting, that energy connects, that
Mm.
time and energy will be with you. So whenever I'm traveling and I'm not able to connect, so what I do just with my thought, I just connect with that group,
Mm.
so that the energy, I will be with that energy, with whole group energy. All right. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to now share my slide here. Okay. All right. So am I able to share?
Yes.
Okay, good. Emotional intelligence. So this is the topic today. We'll go to next. We started with beautiful quote from Pitama Patriji. We are not the biological system that we see in the mirror. We are an energy, wisdom, and consciousness system. So, what in a daily life, we are just like a machine. So we feel like we are just made with these cells, tissues, and we are working, and that daily routine. We are so packed and busy in our system. So here, Pitama Patriji is reminding us when we are not the biological system and that we see in the mirror, we are an energy, wisdom, consciousness system. So we will going to talk a little bit more about it. Actually, science also shows that our body operates electrically, which is, we know, everyone knows about it, even though like in the last topic we covered that. So, and neuroscience research explained that our brains communicate through tiny electrical signals between neurons. So these signals actually create our thoughts, emotions, and our memories. Our heart even generates a measurable electromagnetic fields, and at that most basic level. And physics tells us that our bodies are made of atoms and mostly empty space with particles in motion. So, meaning we are all dynamic, moving system rather than solid, fixed, and biological system. So, or when it comes to the consciousness, research suggests it emerged from the complex brain activity. Studies in neuroscience like awareness, decision making, and emotional regulation to the specific brain region, like that prefrontal cortex and that limbic system. While scientists are still exploring exactly how our consciousness works, and evidence strongly supports that it arises from the brain's intricate network of billions of neurons. So when actually we look ourselves in the mirror, we see just simple or face or body. But scientific research shows that we are complex system made of cells, lots of big energy process, and which generate electric signals. So we'll move a little bit more ahead here. Emo- Emotional intelligence in spiritual science. So emotional intelligence actually can be viewed as a bridge between spirituality and science, if we will look at that way. But scientifically, it is understood as a psychological and neurological process. So then a spiritual science. In psychology defines emotional intelligence as the ability to recognize, we will remember that, we will remember this, we will do our daily chores, like how fast, how nicely, how accurately, how will we behave, how we can approach the things, how we can finish our things fast, all these things like emotions, like over here if we will look at it that way. So ability to recognize or understand or manage something or respond to the emotions immediately, effectively. Neuroscience shows that this ability to link to the brain region, such as the prefrontal cortex, which is we call it decision making and self control, that the amygdala, which is the emotional processing, and the anterior cingulate cortex, which is the empathy and regulation. Studies suggest that people with higher emotional intelligence tend to have better stress regulation, so stronger relationship and improve that mental health outcomes also. So from spiritual perspective, you will see our emotional intelligence may align with the concepts like self-awareness, and what we can say like compassion and or inner growth, if we will talk about the spiritual way. However, scientific term, it's still working on it, which is we are far beyond of this, right? So here, if we will, in short, if we will talk about this, or our spiritual teachers actually are emotional, or spiritual teachers see emotional intelligence as growing the heart and soul, while science shows how our emotions and brain actually work together. So together they teach us how to feel deeply and understand ourselves and respond wisely in life. So here we can take some study here. If we will talk about spiritual leaders, we have a lots of spiritual leaders. They always connect to the emotional intelligence with the spirituality. So if we will take it, the Dalai Lama actually often links compassion and emotional understanding to finding inner peace and connecting deeply with others. In Sufi, Buddhist, or yogic tradition, lots of tradition we can take, or saints we can take. Their practice actually like mindfulness, like meditation, and then our heart-centered awareness help us notice our emotions and process them and respond with wisdom instead of just reacting impulsively. So the key idea is learning to understand and work with our emotions rather than being controlled by them. Okay, so we will work a little bit more ahead here. What is emotional intelligence? Okay, emotional intelligence, like there's like we can define that in many ways, in a different ways. But if we will look at the emotional intelligence, often called EQ, is anyone, any master wants to put lights on EQ here? So like ability to recognize it. Anyone is interested to discuss about this? What is emotional intelligence? Or you can chat, you can put your message on chat. I can't see. Maybe if you are texting. Okay. Okay, if you have any idea about it or you want to discuss, you can, put it in chat. I will read it. So emotional intelligence actually to recognize or understanding or how to manage and use the emotions. So we are like a kind of a big, huge system or body. It's just whatever we just things just goes random, but we even do not realize how the things are working inside. So now here, in a positive and effective way, it's more than just being nice or control your feeling. It is about being aware of what you are feeling, understanding why you feel that way, and using that awareness to guide your thoughts and decisions and actions. Emotional intelligence actually usually involves in four main skills, which is we are generally daily use, we are daily time we are using it actually every day, you can say. So the one is a self-awareness. So if one with a self-awareness, which is the recognize your own emotions. You're sad, you're angry, you're very happy, whatever the emotions we are going on every daily life or daily time, everyday life. So we can recognize that. Even if you are a meditator, you can recognize more better. So like if you are in anger, you can be, we are human beings. So sometimes we are in anger, in a happy mood. But if you're a meditator, dear friends, you can recognize your emotions so easily. So suppose you will get angry, you can watch yourself and you can control your anger. It's not like you're suppressing and you're pressing your anger, your emotions, but you're aware of it. You know how to handle it. And you can slowly learn more better and better as you are going deep in meditation. So self-awareness is a very big topic. So, but it comes in that what it is it is a part of the emotional intelligence. So, and even though not your emotions, you can understand another people's emotions too. So, self regulation, managing your emotions so that they do not control you, and staying calm under the pressure or circumstances or avoiding impulsive reactions. So, it is difficult, but still, it helps when you're meditating. You definitely can be more self aware with your breath, with your thought, with your emotions, anger, happiness, everything, you can be more aware. Social awareness, third one, understanding and understanding with other people's emotions, understanding another people's emotions, reading social cues, and recognize how others feels. Like you will connect more better in a better way. Relationship management also, using emotional understanding to communicate. The communication will happen itself, like more in a better way. How to communicate, using emotional understanding to communicate effectively, which is resolve conflicts and build a strong relationship. So these are not personality traits actually. So people are coming in, we born with that. It is not. They are skills actually, which is we developed here. And we can develop them anytime. It's not fixed like there is a age, this age we developed. We can develop when we are aware, we are meditator, or we are meditating, or we are working on us or on ourselves, on our emotions. So we can manage them more better. So these are not a personality traits. So these skills can be trained through reflection or like mindfulness, meditation, or experiences. We learn so many things from the experiences. So so emotional intelligent people are not emotionless. They feel deeply. They just do not let emotions drive them blindly. Like whatever will come in mind and they will say, whatever will they will think and they will do. They are aware how to react, how to behave. So in short, if we will take this topic over here, so emotional intelligence is about understanding our emotions, using them wisely, and connecting well with yourself and outside people or others or society or social, with your family, with kids, with everyone. With everyone means then everywhere. Then so, connecting well with yourself, others, and combining both psychological insight and practical skills for everyday life. Okay. Here, one research. Researchers began showing in the 1980s and 90s that success in life depends more on individuals' ability to effectively manage emotions than on of the brain in the head. So this is Dr. Childre. If yeah, so here he explained actually that starting in 1980s and 1990s, that research actually began nothing noticing to clear pattern. People who succeed in life were not always the ones that with that high IQ or highest IQ, but they are success. Their success in their life. Instead, they were the ones who could understand, regulate, and manage their emotions effectively. So, for a long time period, the intelligence was measured mainly by how fast your logical the brain could think, but studied in psychology and neuroscience started showing that emotional skills mattered more in real life. Things like staying calm under pressure, handling stress, communicating well, and recovering from setbacks had a bigger impact on that relationships, leaderships, health, and long-term success than raw intellect can alone do it. So here, Dr. Chilre emphasized that emotions are not just feeling we experience in the head. They affect the nervous system, or heart, the entire body. When emotions are unmanaged, then they can cloud judgment, right? Increase lots of stress, and then limit performance, of course, when we are in attention. And even any example we can take it, if person is in tension and want to going to give exam or interviews or somewhere, the person cannot perform so well because their emotions for anger or fear, not anger, that is inside, right? So these emotions always affect us how we are going to react outside. So when emotions are regulated, the brain works more efficiently and decisions become more very clear. And people respond instead of reacting. This research helped shift how we define intelligence. Success is not just about how smart you are and how smart people are, but how well you can stay balanced, well self-aware, and emotionally steady in the challenging situation. How you focus it. And according to scientists here, learning to manage emotions is not option. It is a foundational life skills that supports clear thinking and overall or well-being. If we'll take just one simple example here for this one, during suppose let's take a relationship example. During a disagreement, suppose during a fight or the communication, one person lets anger take control fully, and they interrupt, raise their voices and say things. They maybe they later regret it or not, but that time the emotions was not in control. The conflict escalates and damages so many things. But another person maybe notice the emotional, this whatever the emotional things is going on inside, and pause. And the person speaks calmly, listen carefully, express their feeling clearly. So the conflict, the whole scenario you will see turns into understanding instead of distance. So what will say, one person is in anger, another person is in calm situation. So the situation can be controlled. So it depends how people are taking their anger, how people are controlling their emotion. It can be happiness, it can be any emotion. All right, so we'll go a little bit more ahead. Okay, it's a heart-brain connection here. And you can see this picture, how it is like we feel like, okay, our brain is there, our heart is there, but look at the connection. So many nerves, so many things are working with our emotions, with that everyday lifetime. So now here, if you will talk about this one, scientists explain that the heart and brain are in a constant communication. They communicate to each other. And this communication strongly influences how we think and perform. For a long time, we assumed the brain controlled everything, right? Like, okay, whatever is happening, just even it is a very simple thing, like if control your brain, thought, control on your thought, like all these things are like, but only not our brain is working. Our heart is also playing very big role there. So research actually from the late 20th century showed something surprising. The heart sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. And this information travels through the our nervous system, hormones, and electromagnetic signals. The heart has its own complex network of neurons. We can see that, and we know that. If we will talk about only heart, itself is it's an organ where it's complex system. And it is often called actually heart brain. The heart has its own complex network of neurons, which is often called the heart brain. And it can sense emotional states that send signals that affects area of the brain responsible for decision making, attention, and emotional regulation. Actually, when emotions like or stress, let's take it stress or anger, anxiety, some kind of like very painful type of emotions if we'll take. So when emotions like stress, or anxiety dominate, our heart rhythm becomes irregular. These chaotic signals actually and then make it harder for the brain to think clearly, and reaction increases, focus drops, and judgment suffers. Means immediately we'll see the effect. And when emotions like very calm, or like we're in a happy mode, nicely, like calm mode, so then that appreciation arise, gratitudes are going to be present that time. Our heart rhythm becomes smooth and order. So it's up to us in which situation we want to be, and this is the way our organ also going to work inside our body. Thinking will become more clear when we are in a calm state, and memory also improves, and emotional balance increase. So Doc Childre emphasize that this connection explains why the managing emotions is not just a psychological. It is psychological. By regulating emotion state through the heart, the brain functions better. So, and the entire nervous system becomes more balanced. So, if we will look at this picture here, this is the baroreceptor reflex. This is completely the whole neurosystem. If we will look at that, signal sent to that medulla of the brain system, and it is going here. You can even see this one completely heart and brain is connected. So we are going to talk a little bit about this. So the baroreceptor reflex is the body's built-in system. It's everyone has it. It's connected from brain to heart. So for maintaining stable blood pressure, and it operates automatically without conscious effort. Even right now, we are you are listening and I'm talking here. The things are still working. So this whole process is automatically working without any conscious effort. So specialized pressure sensors called baroreceptors are located in that carotid arteries in the neck and in that um, aortic arc near the heart. These receptors constantly monitor how much that arterial walls stretch as blood flows through them. So when blood pressure arises, like suppose the blood pressure will be too much, and the increase stretch is detected immediately, going to detect that signal are sent to the brain, which respond by slowing the heart rate and relaxing blood vessels to bring the pressure back to the normal. So our how much, like if we are not in happy mood or we are angry, so remember your brain, your heart is also going to function that way. It is going to affect in our life or in our health. So when blood pressure rise, the increased stretch is detected and signal are sent to the brain, which respond by showing the heart rate and relaxing blood vessels to bring the pressure back to normal. When blood pressure drops, the opposite happens. Reduced stretch triggers signals that increase heart rate and tighten the blood vessels to restore balance. This reflex plays an important role in everyday stress responses because emotional states are like um, anxiety and fear can elevate heart rate and blood pressure. So keeping that baroreceptor system highly activated when the body is calm and breathing is steady means the meditation state, if we will look at it. So, meditation is not just a spiritual thing, it is going to help your each and every nervous system and each your brain, your heart, your whole body. So, now if we will, okay, so the communication between the heart and brain becomes more efficient while we are in a calm state, and it supports clear thinking and emotional balance while we are in that calmness or meditative state. Okay, well, we'll work a little bit more ahead now. Emotion. Emotions, we everyone knows that. Like us, we are facing in a day many times these all emotions, right? So emotions are quick mind and body reactions actually. So to what's happening inside or around us, right? And they act as a signal. So this is just a signal. Person is happy, it's just a signal. But behind is that maybe person got a job or something is big happened. So person is happy. That's just a simple sign. The same way that another also, all emotions. So they act as a signal, showing what matters, what feels safe or unsafe, or what needs attention. So most emotions came from a few core feelings like happiness, sadness, anger, fear, which is we already talked, or surprise. From a spiritual lens, if we will look at the spiritual way, emotions are not just a reactions. They're just not a reactions. They are movements of energy and awareness within you. They rise, peak, and fall up, then the, on the top, and then going down, just like waves. And then we suffer. It's usually not because the emotion exists, but because we hold on to it to resist it. We are not leaving them. And many traditions teach us that you are not your emotions. You are the observer of your emotions, observer of them. So anger, fear, joy, sadness, whatever is there, pass through you, but they are not who you are at the core. So that deeper layer is a calm, steady, and present, even when emotions is intense. So still, you are not that emotion that will come and will go away. You are beyond of that. Emotions also acts as a teacher sometimes. Why? Because fear, if suppose I'm going out and fear will come, fear arrives. It is going to make me safe in some certain ways. Or fear invites trust and grounding. Anger points to boundaries and self-respect. So if God has given this, or let's say, or we are human being as carrying these emotions, there's some reason for that. But how much we hold on it, that's our intelligence. Then anger points to boundaries and self-respect. Sadness opens compassion and letting go. Joy reminds you of alignment and truth. When you sit quietly and watch an emotions instead of judging them, so it's something shift inside, and the emotion feels heard means you just already you like you're listening them. Okay, I'm angry. Okay, I'm happy, and you're aware. Your awareness also expanding. So this is why the meditation works. And you are not trying to feel better. You are learning to stay present with whatever is going to arise. So we'll go a little bit more ahead here. Okay, we have 15 minutes to go, so we'll cover up quick. Depleting emotions here. So look at the person's here face. We can say that this one battery is down, means tired, or here, emotions such as a fear, frustration, impatience, and anger have a toxic feeling and cause the release of the stress hormones. This often results in reduced muscle mass, brain cell death, impaired memory, accelerated aging, impaired mental function, and there's so many things, right? So it is like, then it means if we are taking care of our emotions, we definitely can come out of all these symptoms. So depleting emotions are feeling that drain your energy. When they linger for too long, these kind of emotions, often the body feel very heavy, mind feels stuck, motivation drop, and these emotions are not wrong. They are signal that something is going on inside, something is happening, we needs attention, we have to do something for them, for to take care of ourselves and rest or care. So common emotions, whatever that depleting emotions, we know that anxiety, guilt, shame, hopelessness, like I can't do anything, doesn't matter what how much I try, I can't get success. That's a fixed in mind. Okay, wherever I'm going, doesn't matter what how much I'm going to try my hard and best, I'm not going to get success. These kind of emotions, it doesn't matter what, it's just going with us, so we have to work on it if it is the situation. Chronic sadness, one is a sadness, one is a chronic sadness. Person is all the time in the sadness. Persons, doesn't matter if everything is so good in his or her or anyone's life, but still it is sadness. Something, one small point, if it's not making person happy in 100%, that's the sadness will arise. So these all actually emotions are shows up as this tiredness, tightness, and in the chest or stomach, overthinking or feeling disconnected. Sometimes when you notice and name of these emotions without judging them, their intensity often start to soften and slowly they will go down. A frequency scale is a way to understand emotions based on how heavy and light they feel in your body and mind. Lower frequencies feel dense and draining, and the higher frequency feels open, calm, and energized, excited. The idea is not judging the emotions, but idea is where we are standing. These are the frequency when you see. So we can at least look at this chart where I'm in which situation I am and look at the frequency scale. So low frequency is always like a shame, guilt, fear, and all these. And a high frequency, we know that is love, gratitude. As you're going up, look at the frequency of love 500, joy 545, 540, peace 600, and above 700 plus enlightenment, Anand Sthiti. So the person is already in the deep, peaceful state, right? So this one is a pretty good chart actually. So we should we I always check actually this one whenever. So whenever we are angry, look at the 150, your frequency, you're just dropping down this one. So can we change it? Yes, why not? Close your eyes, drink some water, take a deep breath in and out, relax, and let the situation go. Do not judge, think, and you can come out. Yes, we have tools. Okay. How we can renew our emotions. Yay. So look at the full battery here. I like that. Emotion and attitudes such as care, courage, tolerance, appreciation creates neurochemicals and regenerate your systems and offset energy drain, resulting in increasing your age, increasing your resilience to that adversity, improve memory, improve problem solving, increase intuitions and creativity, improve job performance and achievement. So, renewing emotions are feeling that restore energy, okay, and create a sense of lightness, calmness. Emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, peace, hope, and compassion helps relax the body and the mind, and it bridge a feeling of the connection. And in spirituality, these emotions arise when we are present in the present moment and accepting rather than opposing or resisting what we feel. So they are not forced but naturally emerge as awareness. Like suppose someone is angry, it doesn't mean he can change immediately in that like very happy mood. It is not possible. But he can try. If he is aware, slowly he can turn his frequency. He can come out of that situation. It is possible. So the domains of the resilience describe the different areas of life that helps to person cope, adapt, and recover during stress or challenges. Emotional resilience, if we take it, okay, here. Okay, so emotional resilience involves understanding and managing feeling, while the mental resilience focus on thinking clearly, staying flexible, problem solving under pressure. So problem solving under pressure is really a big thing. And physical resilience comes from that caring of the body through rest, movement, or health, and with support overall energy. And social resilience is built through that relationship, support systems, and sense of belonging. Spiritual resilience comes from that meaning, values, or purpose of our life, why we are here. What if we will look at it here, like compassion, gratitude towards to everyone, gratitude towards to nature, to ourself, to each and every cell of our body. So these are just awareness. The So here helping people also stay grounded even when things feel uncertain. When these domains are supported together, resilience becomes stronger and more balanced. Okay, so we have some more minutes. Let's finish it a little quick. Okay. Our thoughts and emotions affect the heart's magnetic field, and which energetically affects those in our environment, whether or not we are conscious of it. So, from the scientific perspective, the human heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, even stronger than the brains. So this field changes based on thoughts and emotions. Research in a psychological and our heart rate variability shows that when we feel stress and anger, or in the dangerous situations, when we experience all these, when we okay, the heart rhythm becomes irregular automatically. But when we experience calm emotions like gratitude, our heart enter a state called coherence. So, where the rhythm becomes smooth and ordered, the coherence pattern supports better brain functions and emotional regulations and overall well being. So, the heart's electromagnetic field extend beyond the physical body, meaning or internal state can influence our immediate environment. Even without words, from a spiritual perspective, the field is often understood as our energetic presence, or we call aura. Like if we heard about that aura, like if nowadays we can even scan that. So the aura can tell us like in which kind of mood, which kind of situations we are carrying right now, and it going to affect whoever is in nearby your environment also. So so yes, so then we have to be very aware and careful, dear masters, to choose your environment, to choose your friends, where you have to be, in which environment you have to be. That's up to us. This explains why people can sense someone's emotional state instantly, even when nothing is spoken. No one is telling anything, but another person can understand. So, spiritually, cultivating awareness, intention, and inner calm is not just a personal healing, but a way of creating harmony in the shared space around us, wherever we are sitting. So, together, science and spirituality, if will point the same idea, our inner world matters, not only for our own health, but for our energy we bring into every room we enter, or wherever we enter, or wherever we are living. By becoming aware of our thought and emotions, we can create a more balanced inner state that positively affects both ourselves and those around us, our friends or family or environment, city, state, country. It goes just beyond of that or thought process. In short, if we will take it in this whole slides, okay, but I'll go back here. So our thoughts and emotions shapes the heart's energy. The mostly our organs. We have to be aware of our organs also, right? We can take our organs more healthy. We can make our organs more healthy, and we can shape our emotions nicely, and we can create the good energy around us, and which affects actually both of us, our well-being and the people around us. By staying aware and grounded, we can create a balance not only within ourselves but in around environment, as well as the whole society. Okay, dear masters, now I think this topic is done. We have 4 more minutes. Let me just stop sharing here now. Okay, thank you very much for listening. And if you have any question, please raise your hands. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. And keep doing meditation. Let me just look at the chat here first. Okay, thank you so much to all of you. Thank you, Ruchita. Okay, thank you, dear masters. Then, if you have any questions in all these presentation, or you feel emotions sometimes and you have something to share, so you're most welcome to. Okay, all right then. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all, dear masters, and thank you, Navya. See you then again.